Assalamualaikum and a very good morning for all kitchen staff that are here today. So we are here to do our annual training program, and which is this year we are going to cover on food safety essentials training. So my name is Alia Adrana, which is the kitchen manager, as you all know. I have been appointed by the HR manager to conduct today's training. So without further ado, we will start with our program. For today's training, we have 3 objectives that we want to achieve. So the first one is to educate all employees, which is all of you, the kitchen staff, on proper food safety practices to prevent foodborne illness such as the E. coli and Salmonella. So second one is to ensure regulatory compliance and maintain high quality standards in food handling. For today's program, we have to cover on 3 training modules. The first one is hand washing, second one personal hygiene and PPE, and lastly about employee illness and injury. So without further ado, we will start with the first module, which is hand washing. So I know every one of you here think that hand washing is the most basic thing, especially in food safety. But do you know that hand washing is an easy, inexpensive, and effective means to prevent the spread of germs, and it can keep everyone healthy. So when do you have to wash your hands? So as a kitchen staff, you should wash your hands regularly. So for example, you should wash your hand before start working, after using the toilet or sneeze, before switching tasks, for example, from handling raw material to serving to customer, and lastly, after touching face, phone or money. So before you wash your hands, there are 3 things that you should do. The first one is expose forearms for better access to clean your hand. Secondly is to remove all jewelry and watch. And lastly, which is the most important part, is to ensure fingernails are clean, short, and artificial nail or nail products are not worn. So I want everyone here to check on your fingers, on your hands, and to remove all jewelry and make sure that your nails are short and clean. So raise your hands like this so that I can see. Alright, good. Everyone is good to go. Okay, so right here we have a poster on how to wash your hands by the Ministry of Health Malaysia. So there are 6 steps. The first one is to rub hands palm to palm. Second one is right palm over left dorsum with interlaced fingers and vice versa. Palm to palm with fingers interlaced. Backs of fingers to opposing palms with fingers interlocked and vice versa. Rotationally rub of left thumb, clasp in right palm and vice versa. And lastly is the rotational rubbing backwards and forwards with clasped fingers or right hands in left palm and vice versa. So all of these steps should take about 40 to 60 seconds. So now we have done with the first module. So before we continue, I want all of us to move to the kitchen to apply on the hand washing techniques that we have just covered to ensure that everyone's understand it. And after that, we will have a bit of refreshment drink before continuing with the second module. So let's go, everyone. Before you wash your hand, it is important to remove all jewelry and watch. Expose forearms for better access. To start, open the tap and wet your hands with water. Squeeze some soap on your hand and rub hands palm to palm. Then, rub right palm on the back of left hand with interlaced fingers. Do the same thing with your left palm. Rub again palm to palm with interlaced fingers. Then, rub the back of your fingers to opposing palm with finger interlock on each hand. Rub rotationally your left thumb clasp in right palm and repeat with your right thumb. Lastly, rotate your fingertips backwards and forwards on the opposite palm. Rinse your hand with water and dry your hand with paper towel. Close the tap with paper towel to avoid contact with the tap. Now that everyone had their drinks and a clean hand, we will continue with the second module, which is the personal hygiene and personal protective equipment, or PPE. As a kitchen staff, we should wear hand glove, hairnet, beard net, and apron at all times, especially when handling food. So, we also must keep a clean, short nails and cover all cuts or abrasions with a waterproof bandage. For hand glove, hair and beard net should be changed and disposed regularly, and you should never bring them to the toilets, and if you do, you should dispose it quickly. And for apron, you should wash them regularly to keep everything clean. Moving on to the last module, which is about employee illness and injury. Employees or kitchen staff who suffer from any illness or injury must inform the manager, in this case, it's me. Examples for illness or injuries are vomiting, diarrhea, fever with a sore throat, infected wounds, and jaundice, which is a yellowing of the skin and eyes that may indicate potential hepatitis A infection. You should tell me if you have any of the symptoms so that I can decide if you need a time off or change your duties from food handling to cleaning tasks. So, are there any of you have these symptoms? You can raise your hands. No? Everyone is healthy? Alright, good. So that is all for our training program today. I hope everyone understand and apply everything that we have learned today. Thank you everyone for attending and have a good day.